Mystic Defender with Zaxon96. Give it up, friends.
All right, so this is Mystic Defender. It's a pretty short game, so it's gonna go real quick. So I'm just gonna show you the options real quick. So it's actually, it says normal, but they're all the same difficulty. You just wanna have the most lives, which is players. So I can introduce or you guys can introduce yourselves on the couch.
Yeah, hi, I'm Stoneagemarcus.
Feasel4712.
Joeybaby69. And this game has quite a bit of history, actually. This game did not have a speedruns.com leaderboard, probably last year or a few months ago. It was just a really obscure game or whatever. And we have a little group where we decided to just have a bunch of Sega runners just speedrun any obscure game just to have something on the boards or whatever. Kind of like a recce event, you know, we just kind of push for record. We didn't know what to pick for the very first game, and we had Shintalk kind of suggest, hey, maybe you should run this game. No one's really touched it before, and relayed that to one of our other runners, Chubbis, wish he was here, by the way, and, you know, told Zaxon, you know, we should all play this game, and then maybe just months after that, just now it's on the big stage, from obscure to now 100,000 people watching.
Really
Enjoy this.
Be careful who you call irrelevant middle school.
Yeah.
All right, so
All right, yeah, let's just get started. I'll count it down and we'll go on go. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, Zaxon.
Thank
luck,
you.
man.
So this is a story about Joe Yamato, and he's supposed to save like a princess or something.
Yeah, the story is kind of a little weird to talk about. So there's two things that's worth mentioning. Okay, so Zaxon picked up a red orb thing, whatever. Those are your weapon upgrades. They don't boost your damage, but they boost the speed that you can charge up your charge shot. The blue is your health. So you can see that there's like two icons on the top, whereas like this churro-looking thing and fire. So it's basically you can switch weapons on the fly. Zaxon will mostly be using the main shot and fire. Fire will be used for 2 levels that are really important to use. There is also a spread shot you can obtain, and lightning, which the spread shot is kind of like Contra, where you can just wipe 3 directions, and lightning does a full wipe out of the screen. Those are generally useless. The first 2 are most important.
And this is about like one of the few times you might have for donations, because this boss is pretty self-explanatory.
Sure thing. We have... Where to go? Oh no, I can't find the one. Oh, here it is. $30 from Zenville. Greetings from Scotland. Here's $30 to hear Sumi sing Snake Eater, which did just get met, so we will be getting the Snake Eater singing from Sumi later on in the day.
All right, so that's a really difficult jump Zaxon did.
Yeah, he
it's
nailed it.
really easy to just fall down if you don't have the optimal speed in the spot you jump at. It's great he got that.
Yeah, so there's some platforms that you'll see that are like moving up and down. So for some reason, if you charge while the platform's going up, you'll like jump incredibly high. So like I don't jump really high right now, but as soon as it starts going up, I just
Yeah,
fling.
it doesn't make sense. Okay, so this is an incredibly infamous level. This is the only level where, as far as I know, one-shots you if you land on the, we like to dub it, nacho cheese. Is that a good agreement?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
So it's important that he uses flame to...
It's butthole clencher of the level.
So another thing with the weapon power-ups is...
Oh man, that really was bad.
when you take a death, you lose 1 weapon power-up per death. And it maximizes to 2. So once you collect 2, that's the fastest you can charge. So every time you die again, you drop it down an additional. And unfortunately, Zaxon had 2 deaths, so now he's completely, you know, how he was at the start of the game.
Yeah,
with
it's
a really
just
slow
regular
charge.
default speed.
Yeah, so this boss, well, not really a boss, more like a mini boss. It's really hard to like decipher like how to get, because you can get a 2-hit with that fight, but it's really difficult to get it because your shot has different damage output depending on where the the hit is the boss is taking. So yeah, it's just a pretty difficult fight all around. But yeah, this is the only level where instant death is like a thing to worry about.
This is pretty much the only gatekeeper.
Yeah, this is
in the game.
run killer.
Got to the nacho cheese though, so we're sitting better.
Yeah, as long as I don't die, because I am.
Yeah, if Zaxon takes a death here before even getting to the next area, he would have to play out the stage again. If he can at least take the death to the next section, he'll at least come back to this boss. So at least he has resteer.
Yeah.
These are the nacho cheese worms. Yeah, so each of them can take 4 hits. There's a faster strat if you had all charge boosts, and you can just kind of stay in the middle and just alternatively hit one after the other. Unfortunately, you gotta take it slow.
Kind of like shimmy back and forth and shit.
Yeah.
All right, GG.
Yeah, this is gonna be a little tough since I don't have many charges.
This game has 3 continues, so even if Zax takes a death, you could just come back with the amount of continues you have. The off chance, like, he runs out of continues, that would be dangerous.
Yeah.
But, which is why we set it to easy, which is not really easy per se. It's not like the difficulty's any different. You just have more lives, so why would you say no to that?
Oh yeah, so
If
I died here,
live.
which is okay. I mean, it sucks, but at least I have like 5 lives again.
Just have to take this a little slower now with the less power-ups here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are power-ups in the next stage and the stage after that. And also, speaking of these stages, so we all have like different just ways we want to interpret the name of these stages, because for some reason there aren't any like way to like distinguish them. I think the Japanese version has actual titles for each area. The English version, they just thought, you know, who needs that? That's irrelevant.
It's just one cohesive story. Yeah. Deal with it.
Yeah, all these spiders just stack on top of each other and form like one giant worm somehow.
Kind of looks like a Sarlacc pit.
Oh yeah, and you might notice that the HP counter is kind of reminiscent of Golden Axe, where you have 3 little bars, but each of them is actually like 2 hit points. Some enemies will deal like maybe 2, but you know, Nacho Cheese deals all of your lives. So yeah, so it's kind of hard to like tell like how much health you have if you're getting hit by like random ranges of like hit ratio. But yeah,
he has 2 health right now, and he just got bonked, which kind of did some damage, but still had health.
So taking a death here is completely fine because I already have 0 charge. So I'm gonna grab a red, which is gonna increase my charge a little bit more. And there's a bunch of charges on the next level, so I should be okay, as long as I don't die here.
Yeah, if Zaxon can survive this boss without dying and obtain the weapon power for the next level, he can just be right where he wants to be, whereas max charge and hopefully it'll be smooth sailing from there.
Yeah, you can
there you go.
There you go.
Great job, man.
I think we got time for one more donation real quick.
Yeah.
Sure thing. We have $10 from Cheryl Shop that says, here you go.
Thank you. All right, so now Zax has full power. Now you see how fast he can charge this, and this is what you want, like, since the beginning of Nacho Cheese.
Yeah, if you can get past the yellow nacho cheese level.
It would have been nice if we had titles for these, but we're gonna just have to do what we have.
Yeah, if you can get through there with full charge, like that's when you can get your really good run. But this is still pretty good right now.
This jump is really tricky because if you fall on this spot right here, dying is okay because there's another power up at the end here. Right there. If he's fell there, he would have to like traverse all the way back around, which it would take like around 20 seconds to get back there. It's a really painful drop.
Very infamous game design in the late 80s, early 90s with Sega.
Very
Just always
arcade.
had areas where it was like, if you don't make it, you gotta do it all over again.
So we just call this like the elevator room. Yeah, so each room you could just go through an elevator, walk to the other end, come back. Yeah, so these enemies, they're predetermined based on the screen you're in. So Zax can just easily just read when they're gonna jump and just get the hit out of there.
Yep. And then with this level, we're going to finally see him use a new weapon. He's going to go back to the fire. And you're going to see him be able to stun lock a lot of enemies and walk right through them.
Right, yeah, so you stun them and you'll generally like, give yourself iframes, not really, but you can just have a full charge fire and get through these hands while getting hit, which is like a recently discovered strat by Chubbas.
Yeah, Chubbas told me to switch to the fire strat. Because like the majority of the game, you just use one power-up, the one I've been using the entire game, and because it does the most damage, but like Marcus was saying, it'll just stun lock, so you can't get damage, which is really beneficial, because you can just walk through everything.
Yeah, so that's Maze level. We call this guy Cape Guy. I don't know his relevance to the story, but here he is. He's a bad guy. Just take my word for it.
I mean, anyone with a cape in this universe is a bad guy, clearly.
His movement is dependent on. I'm sure you can choose where he goes depending on RJ, but that's really good.
That was really good for kill.
Yeah, there's a lot of chances he could just be above in the air and you can't do anything about it, but that's really good.
And we're already to the last level now.
Yeah, so Pat, like starting from Cape Guy, this is where all hits does an additional.
Oh, there we go.
Like, I was gonna show that off.
Oh, I didn't mean to use it twice.
But past this part, this is where every hit deals 2 damage, so you only have like 3 hits to keep your lives.
Yeah, you gotta be like really careful here. Oh my God, they just do not want to die for me.
Like we were saying, man, Sega back in the day was like, they showed no mercy. They were like, okay, here you go. Make it through easy. Now make it through
Oh yeah,
normal.
this is the final boss, by the way. I don't think I said that.
Yeah, I like the design of it, if you can tell. It's like just so amazing.
It's like some amalgamation
jumbled
of animals.
garbage, just whatever that. I don't know.
It's like some stuff from a kid.
Oh yeah, time.
Oh, time.
Oh, the explosion, yeah.
Hey. GG on defeating the Akira monster.
And I guess we saved the princess.
I think she needs clothes.
I don't know. But yeah, the credits here are amazing. So
Oh yeah.
Foss, good luck on reading them.
Oh boy. Congratulations on your successfully completing this game. Many thanks for your having enabled Joe Yamato to save Alexandra. Since Zareth's evil ambition has been thwarted, Zao will never return to life again. We greatly appreciate your playing Mystic Defender and wish to acknowledge the cooperation and assistance rendered by all those persons concerned in developing this game. Now, allow us to present our staff to you.
It's beautiful, Foss.
All right, so that's Mr. Defender. I'll just say thanks real quick. Thanks to the couch. Thank you, GDQ. Thank you for my girlfriend always supporting me for speedrunning, so and all that. So thank you, everybody, and talk to you later.
Yeah.
Good job, man.
Incredible run by Zaxon. Thank you for enabling us to watch Mystic Defender. We'll move into a quick ad break. We'll be right back for Ghouls and Ghosts and an interview with Garfield called In the Act.
Prostate cancer has become the second leading type of cancer diagnosed among males in major Indian cities. Dr. Rajan Dugal, with the funding of the Awesome Games Done Quick community, was awarded the very first International Technology Transfer Fellowship to study at Johns Hopkins. Through the fellowship, he learned of 2 additional vital biomarkers in diagnosing prostate cancer. With this new knowledge, Dr. Dugal and his fellow pathologists will be able to accurately diagnose 25 to 30% additional cases of prostate cancer.
Welcome back to Awesome Games Done Quick 2020, raising money for the Prevent Cancer Foundation. The Prevent Cancer Foundation, founded in 1985, is a US-based nonprofit organization. Their mission is to save lives across all populations through cancer prevention and early detection by focusing their work through research, education, outreach, and advocacy. Their vision is to stop cancer before it starts. You can find out more information about PCF at preventcancer.org. All right, friends, we're ready for the interview, so let's switch it over to Janglestorm with Garfield caught in the act.
Hey everybody, Feasel here, and I'm here to interview the runner of Garfield Caught in the Act, coming up next after Ghouls and Ghosts, which is Janglestorm. Hello, thanks Janglestorm for coming to join us today.
Pleased to be here.
So tell us a little bit about this game. I think we haven't seen this in GDQ before.
No, it's nothing like A Week of Garfield. It's in a different league altogether.
Yeah.
But this game, well, it's a visually interesting game. It's sort of got an official stamp of approval because it's been, the sprites have been hand-drawn by Jim Davis and his team himself. So it is visually good looking. It's also, a nice little short game as well. Some platforming and it's a really nice game if you like Garfield.
Okay, yeah, I think most people who are familiar with Garfield games are thinking of probably A Week of Garfield, and this is very much nothing like that.
It's not nearly as janky, and I have played A Week of Garfield, so I can definitely tell from own experience that it's not nearly as janky now.
Right, now you mentioned the sprites were actually drawn by Jim Davis himself.
They work together on that. Yeah. So it's not. Yeah, you have some other examples like that with some Disney games, I guess. But when it comes to Garfield games, this is definitely the prime example of that. And it's definitely a really cool touch. Whenever I show this to other people, they always talk about how incredibly charming it looks and such. And I think that's definitely a really good selling point of the game.
Yeah, very much. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah.
So briefly, can you tell us how you got started running this? Like, why pick this game of all things?
Well, it started off, I'm involved with this Bad Games marathon called the Big Bad Gameathon. It's like a weekend-long marathon.
Yeah.
Some people
know
it.
But
shortly after the first edition was held, there was this impromptu blind race being held, and I was taking part in that. And the game was this game, Garfield Caught in the Act, which... it was an interesting blind race because we spent like an hour trying to figure out how to beat the first boss, and then we had another hour to sort of beat the rest of the game, and we got pretty far. And I was very drawn to the game, and I was like, well, yeah, let's pick this up for a speedrun. So, there we are.
So you're involved in the Bad Games community, then, I take it?
Yeah, in certain ways. Like, I've been sort of doing staff stuff for the Big Bad Gameathon, and it's recently seen its third edition of the yearly marathon, and it's also organizing this Bad Games multi-game race, sort of comparable to the Big Bad, to the Big 20, called the Big Bad 10. It's a series of 10 challenges of various bad games or janky games.
For you, what's the appeal for bad games? Because most people would think, the opposite. Bad games, stay away. Why are you drawn to it?
Well, bad and similar games like that, sillier games, I guess they provide a sort of extra challenge. Like, there's some sort of stuff that's not entirely worked out like optimally compared to some of the AAA games, for instance. Like, you would be struggling to deal with the controls and such, or there would be like lack of iframes or anything like that. So, and it's also most of these games don't have like a lot of runners, so it's kind of nice to bring attention to them that way. Just making a first run of it, like even routing them for the first time. There's an appeal to that too, I guess.
So it's more like, games that just haven't become popular yet. Not so much just that they're bad. It's just that they don't have the following already, so you get to blaze a new trail. Huh?
In most cases, not always. Like, I also run a game like Back to the Future, and that has already had some runners through various other means. But yeah, there are many instances where you wind up being the first person to basically, go into it and just see what you can do with it as a speedrun.
So tell us about what did you do with it as a speedrun? Where was it when you came into it, and how did you improve that run?
Well, as soon as I got into it, there were, I think at the time there were like 2 other runners who were doing it, and at the time it was still not yet a sub 20-minute game. And I was seeing that, and I saw potential to bring down the time even more through a couple of other optimizations. And a while ago, I was able to bring it down to barely sub 20, and then more recently, last year, I found some other optimizations which made it easier to bring it down to, sub 20 basically, and lower 19 even. So that's where it's currently at right now.
Okay, last question. Are you going to get sub 20 today?
I really hope so. I was practicing earlier today, and I got a 3-second PB, so that's looking promising.
Yeah, hot off the new PB. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I hope so. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Well, thank you very much for talking with me. And is there someone sitting on the couch next to you?
I think so.
Did he just slip in here? Who is this guy?
Yeah.
Feasel,
Hi.
I can't carry all the prizes. There are too many prizes.
Oh, no.
They're heavy. They're weighing me down. This feels like a Monday.
It feels like, yeah, it's another one of those Mondays.
Hey guys, I just wanted to pop in again to talk about some of the absolutely amazing prizes we have. We have a ton of prizes that are opening with the Ghouls and Ghosts race between Das Boss Falco and Aquas coming up right after this interview. And those are all going to be open from the start of that race until Metal Gear Solid 3 a little later today. But I did want to talk again about one prize that is open until the start of Ghouls and Ghosts. If you do not donate for this by the start of Ghouls and Ghosts, you're not going to get it. And again, that is the Collection of Mana signed copy we got from Square Enix.
Ooh, very cool.
I mean, it's so Secret of Mana on a console that is just all great RPGs. Like, when you think of the Super Nintendo, you think of amazing RPGs. Secret of Mana still somehow stands out as one of the best of those, and you also get the Final Fantasy Adventure and Trials of Mana, and again, it's signed by series producer.
Ooh, lovely.
Like, that's amazing. Huge shout outs to Square Enix for making that happen for us. It's a $15 minimum donation, but again, you gotta get that donation in before the start of Ghouls and Ghosts. So to talk about some of those prizes that are coming up after the start of Ghouls and Ghosts, guys, we have some lovely video game prints here from Studio Pen. You know, all the different controllers throughout the ages. You got your NES controller, your Super Nintendo controller, and of course, the always loved N64 controller. How do you hold it? I don't know, Feasel. I've stopped trying to figure it out. I think you hold it like this, actually. This is how you hold an N64 controller, everyone. Just levitate it between your hands. Best way to make it work. $10 minimum donation, and you get the full set of 3. Now, from our friend Puzzle P, we have this lovely Casey Jones painting. Cool. Guys, this is ink on canvas. It's super cool. I love Puzzle P's style. Again, it's a little hard to see, but the border around Casey Jones' logo isn't actually just like solid white. It's a bunch of little doodles with like little things from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in it. It's super cool. Yeah, you can kind of see it on camera there. Amazing style. $10 minimum donation. So I mean, hey, that's all you got to do. From Fangamer, we actually have a great Ghouls and Ghosts Firebrand shirt featuring, Firebrand, the flying demon that always annoys you during your runs. Octus is actually wearing the shirt, so hey, during the race, you'll be able to see it. He's modeling it quite well, much better than I do. I model the fat shirts. I'm going to be honest with you. But it's a $10 minimum donation from now until the end of Metal Gear Solid 3. Now from Skater43, we have a beautiful Ghosts and Goblins ending scene cross-stitch. It depicts the good end of the game. Cool. Congratulations. This story is happy end.
Happy end.
Thank you. And with that, Feasel, I think this prize segment is almost happy end, so thank you. But before we go away, I do, again, have to talk about the amazing grand prize opportunity we have. A custom prop from our friends over at Heroic Replicas. You guys can get a customized Hylian sword and Master Shield, or the other way around. I don't know. You know Zelda more than I do, Feasel.
Right.
I gotta be honest with you.
Master Shield and Hylian Sword, that's right.
Words are good.
Yeah.
Or you can have this beautiful fishbone guitar, also available as a bass.
You can also use that as a sword or shield, too.
You could use this as a sword or shield. I wouldn't recommend it unless the goose comes after you. Then everything's fair game. Or, of course, if neither of those options sound good, you can work with Heroic Replicas to make a custom prop of your choice. Now, restrictions apply. So, as always, make sure to head over to the tracker, gamesdonequick.com, and you'll be able to check out all the upcoming prizes you can donate for, all the upcoming incentives you can put those donations to, and of course, all of the upcoming amazing speedruns that we're going to watch. So thank you very much, Feasel. Always happy to be here.
Thank you very much, Sent. And I love seeing you hold that guitar. I can't wait for you to play a tune for us.
I'm going to play Free Bird.
Yes.
Oh, you're not?
Quick
All right.
cut away.
Okay.
I'm not going to play.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining me, Janglestorm, and good luck with your run coming up after Ghouls and Ghosts, being run by DOSBox Falco versus Aquas.
Still getting that race set up, so let's read a few donations. We have a nice big $10,000 donation from the Yeti64. Hey all, Yeti here. We're so excited about all the amazing runs planned for today. Shoutouts to the artists who contributed designs to this year's tees. Thanks to Zone, JMV, Logan, Tiff, Misky, Kevin, Jenny, Mark, Manny, Drew, Chris, Jamie, and LLK. Thank you, Yeti. Shoutouts to the Yeti. We're continuing on with Sega Block. Oh my gosh, Sega Block. Did you know that Sonic is the only game on the Genesis that matters? Isn't that wild? Don't cheer me, I'm wrong. Let's read a few more donations getting set up. We have $5 from Kick Butt Pancakes. Hey, Sega homies. Love y'all. Hi, Liz. Hi, nice name. $5 from Cleric. Nothing beats watching GDQ on my birthday with my favorite goblin hosting. Let's blast this process. Thank you so much, and happy birthday, hon. We once again have someone who hates me. We have $50 from S. Herzog. Nintendo does what Genesis isn't. Also, Lizstar is the best commentator. If you really believe that, you wouldn't have made me say those words. How could you do this to me? Again, I will say these horrible, horrible, incorrect things for $50 donations. Wink, wink. We have $5 from Sangaija. Greetings from Sweden. Loving the event so far. Make this incentive go to the Ocarina of Time Glitch exhibition. Oh yeah, would you say hi to my girlfriend watching from our couch? Hi to my girlfriend watching from our couch. Hey friend, I hope you're enjoying the show. $25 from Bevork29. Good luck, Aquas and DOSBox Falco. We have $25 from Bard621179. The Ocarina of Time Glitch exhibition needs to happen, so let's do a $5 hype train. I'll start with the first $5, 5 times over. I'm trying. I can't hype like the crowd can hype. There we go. Yeah, right? $15 from NeoDude, first-time donator, and greetings from Germany. Let's get the train going. Honk.